So this is the next chapter that we're going to do. And what we will do is we will be applying what we learned about trigonometry to real life problems. So I'll just give you a simple example. You remember I think in 7th standard, when you first learned about Pythagoras theorem, there was this question where a ladder is placed along a wall along a window, the height of the window is given, and then the length of the ladder is given. You have to find out how far away is the foot of the ladder from the wall. Do you remember doing such questions? So you actually get a right triangle, and you just represent it in the form of a triangle, and then supposedly
मैम ऐसे क्वेश्चन थे बट पर्टिकुलर ऐसे याद नहीं आ रहा.
maybe if I draw a picture here, let me just wait a minute. Yes, Taranam, you're right. It was based on Pythagoras theorem. Okay, I'm not sure why I'm not able to write here. Just give me a minute. Stop the recording. Let us say that this is the ground level and there is a wall. So the wall will be perpendicular. So I've actually drawn a very rectangular wall. So this is the wall that we have. We assume that the wall is perpendicular to the ground. And supposedly, if we place a ladder along this wall, it will be inclined at an angle to the ground. Is that correct? So let us say this is the ladder and you've been given the height at which the ladder is placed. There is a window on the wall. उस window तक ladder placed की है. आपको height दी है suppose 20 meters, and then you've been given that the ladder is say 25 meters long. You need to find out how far away is the foot of the ladder from the base of the wall or the wall itself. So what you used to do was you used to apply Pythagoras theorem in this right triangle, and the only restriction to apply Pythagoras theorem is you need at least two sides of the right triangle in order to find out the third side. Am I correct here? If you want to apply Pythagoras theorem in a right triangle, right? अगर आपको तीन साइड्स में से दो साइड्स दी हैं, पाइथागोरस थ्योरम अप्लाई करने का फायदा सिर्फ तभी होगा, उसी से थर्ड साइड निकलेगी अगर आपको दो साइड्स ऑलरेडी पता हैं. Now what if you don't have two sides but instead you just have one side, but वो जो उन्होंने एक साइड हटा दी उसकी बजाय आपको एंगल ऑफ इंक्लिनेशन दे दें, assuming ये नहीं दिया, यहाँ पे एंगल दे दिया, the angle at which the ladder is inclined to the ground, this is 45 degrees. So this will be solved with the help of trigonometry. So we have a right triangle in which we have one acute angle, and we can write down the trigonometric ratios for this triangle, and then we can solve it to find out the required value. Now, before we go into detail कि कैसे करना है, क्या करना है, I have just given you a slight idea कि आपके पास जितनी भी situations होंगी, they will be represented in the form of a right triangle. And what we do is we are considering some things by default. For example, if you have a wall, if you have a pole, if you have something which is having some height, it's represented as a vertical line. उसको आप line या line segment की form में represent करोगे. Then objects which have very less height और उनकी surroundings के comparison में उनकी height negligible है, बिल्कुल ignore की जा सकती है, तो उस object को हम as a point represent करेंगे. So for example, there is a building, very tall building, and then there is a car on the ground, and we have to represent it in the form of a diagram or a picture. What we will do is the building will be represented as a line segment, vertical line segment. The car will be represented by a dot on the ground. So I'm going to just draw the ground level. The building, let us say, is AB, and then there is a car here at C. This is how I'm going to show the picture. Objects किस तरह से आपने represent करने हैं, either in the form of points or in the form of line segments. Further, they will tell you what angle is formed at what point, and that's the most important thing you want to know. And I'm just going to take that up now कि आपने angle कैसे mark करना है. So what we want to know is, let us say there is a person here, or so this here is the object viewed, जिसको देख रहे हैं. So right here, and at this point on the ground level is the observer. So यहाँ से कोई person है, वो इस object को view कर रहा है ऊपर. This is height of object, कितनी height पे वो object है, and this tells you distance between observer and the base of the object. Object जहां पे भी है उसका जो base होगा. This is assumed to be 90 degree. This is the most important thing. There should be a right angle formed. And what we say is the angle which is formed which I think this is called line of sight. यहाँ से कोई पर्सन व्यू कर रहा है यहाँ पे पड़े हुए किसी ऑब्जेक्ट को, तो जिस डायरेक्शन में वो उसको देख रहा है, दैट्स कॉल्ड लाइन ऑफ साइट. एंड जहां से वो देख रहा है,
एलिवेशन भी कह सकते हैं ना?
नो, दैट्स लाइन हॉरिजॉन्टल, बेटा वो जो हाइपोटेन्यूज बना है वो लाइन ऑफ साइट है. ऑब्जर्वर जहां पे खड़ा है या बैठा है, व्हाटएवर, ऑब्जर्वर की जो पोजीशन है, उस पोजीशन में से अगर हम एक हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन ड्रॉ करते हैं right through the position of the observer, if we have a horizontal line, the angle formed between these two will be called angle of elevation. एंगल जो बनेगा किसके बीच में बनेगा? ऑब्जर्वर की जो भी पोजीशन है उसकी पोजीशन से आपको एक हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन ड्रॉ करनी है ऑलवेज, नो मैटर वेयर द ऑब्जर्वर इज. हो सकता है ऑब्जर्वर एक बिल्डिंग पे खड़ा हो और वो सामने किसी बिल्डिंग के ऊपर किसी चीज को देख रहा है. तो आपने जब एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन मार्क करना है, द फर्स्ट थिंग यू नीड टू नो इज यू आर गोइंग टू ड्रॉ अ हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन राइट थ्रू द पोजीशन ऑफ द ऑब्जर्वर. So I'll just show you one more picture here so that it becomes clear. Let us say there is this ground level, there is building A, B, and then there is another building C, D. The observer is at point A. The observer is here and the person is looking at something at point C. So this is line of sight. इधर से व्यू कर रहे हैं इस चीज को. So if we want to show the angle of elevation, the first thing I want to do is I want to draw a horizontal right through this point of observation. जहां से व्यू कर रहे हैं किसी चीज को, उस पॉइंट में से आपको एक हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन ड्रॉ करनी है. And then between the horizontal line and the line of sight, you can mark the angle of elevation. Sahaj, no need to draw, just watch. So this here will be the angle of elevation between the line of sight and the horizontal through the point of observation. So I think this is all given in your book. You don't have to write this down. आपकी book में ये सारा कुछ दिया हुआ है. So I'm not going to make you write this down. I think it's on page number 196. Yeah, it's on page number 196 in your textbooks. So it's described here. So there is this picture given, so you can see you need a line right through the point of observation. Between the horizontal line and the line of sight, you will have angle of elevation. Now, what if the point of observation changes? If the person is standing at a height and looking at something on the ground, suppose you are standing on the terrace and you're looking at some object lying on the road. So, उस केस में line of sight ऊपर से नीचे की तरफ बनेगी. So once again, let's say this is the ground level and now this is the observer and this is the object. So the person is looking at this object from point C. So this here is line of sight. Now we have to mark the angle, but the angle will not be called the angle of elevation. The angle will be called angle of depression. And that angle will again be shown by first drawing a horizontal right through the point of observation. So ये है आपका point of observation, point A. You need to draw a horizontal right through this point. This is the horizontal through the point of observation. And you need to mark the angle between the horizontal through point of observation and the line of sight. So this here is called angle of depression. अब ये बन रहा है ट्राइंगल के बाहर, ये ट्राइंगल के बाहर बन रहा है, बट हम जब trigonometric ratios apply करते हैं, the angle that we use must be in the triangle. It should be one of the acute angles of the triangle. So with the help of this angle which is formed outside, we can actually find out this angle. Yes or no? With the help of this angle outside, can we find out this angle inside the triangle? Angle 1 and angle 2, are they related?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
That's correct, Tejwant. It's alternate interior angles. There's a pair of alternate interior angles. तो आपको जो angle दिया होगा वो बाहर दिया होगा, angle of depression. And with the help of that angle, you will be able to find out this angle inside the triangle. And then we can work with this right triangle later on. So this is very, very important. आपको ये बात का ध्यान बहुत ज़्यादा रखना है. If you are marking angle of elevation, elevation तब होगी जब व्यू करने वाला पर्सन या ऑब्जेक्ट नीचे है, जिस चीज को देखा जा रहा है वो हाइट पे है, वो ऊपर है, तो लाइन ऑफ साइट बनती है ऊपर की तरफ. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू आर फ्लाइंग अ काइट, आप काइट फ्लाई कर रहे हो, यू विल बी ऑन द ग्राउंड, द काइट विल बी इन द स्काई, सो आपका जो लाइन ऑफ साइट बनेगी वो ऊपर की तरफ बनेगी, एंड देन यू कैन हैव द एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन. Whereas if somebody is in an airplane and looking at something on the ground, then there'll be angle of depression. तो उस केस में ऑब्जर्वर और ऑब्जेक्ट व्यूड उनकी पोजीशंस इंटरचेंज हो गई हैं. ऊपर से जब नीचे की तरफ देखेंगे तो एंगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन बनेगा. लेकिन दोनों एंगल्स मार्क करने से पहले फर्स्ट थिंग यू वांट टू डू इज, जहां से भी ऑब्जर्वेशन की जा रही है, ऑब्जर्वर वाले पॉइंट में से आपको हॉरिजॉन्टल ड्रॉ करनी है, एंड देन विद द लाइन ऑफ साइट मार्क द एंगल. And it is completely possible that the angle is outside the triangle. अंदर नहीं mark कर देना. Like for example here, angle of depression, students mark here. यहाँ mark कर देते हैं. ये गलत होगा. Angle of depression is always between the line of sight and the horizontal. Horizontal और line of sight के बीच में angle of depression बनेगा. Be careful about that. If there's anything you want to ask from here, anything. Otherwise,
No,
we will
ma'am.
start with the questions. I hope it's clear what is point of observation, the object to be viewed, horizontal to the point of observation, line of sight, angle of elevation, angle of depression. Anyone with
Yes,
any
ma'am.
questions? Sahaj, I think it was for, is it clear? So that's yes.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Clear कर लिया था.
So I'm just, so they have actually shown a picture here, very nice picture here. There's a girl which is looking at, who's looking at an object on the ground. So this is the line of sight and the angle of depression is right here, outside the right triangle. So you will actually be able to relate this angle with this one, alternate interior angles, and then you can work with the right triangle. So let's just take the first question from your exercise. Turn to page number 203 in your books. Question number 1 is, a circus artist is climbing a 20 meters long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. उन्होंने एक picture दी है यहाँ पे, see figure 9.11. This is the ground level and this is the rope which has been tied to the top of a pole. This is the pole. पोल की टॉप के साथ एक रोप को अटैच किया गया है to the ground. So this is the rope here which is 20 meters long, and the inclination of the rope with the horizontal is 30 degrees. This here is your angle of elevation, which is already marked. इसमें आपको सोचने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी. You want to find out the height of the pole. Now there is this one condition which is indicated that the rope is tightly stretched. This word is sometimes replaced with the word taut. Taut means it's stretched in such a way that there is no slack. बिल्कुल लूज नहीं है. अगर आपने ऑब्जर्व किया हो, काइट बॉयज स्पेशली और गर्ल्स, इफ यू हैव एवर सीन, और अगर आपने खुद काइट कभी फ्लाई की है, तो जब काइट फ्लाई करते हैं तो जो स्ट्रिंग होती है, इट इज अ लिटिल कर्व्ड. जो कर्व होती है उसमें स्ट्रिंग में, देयर इज अ लिटिल कर्व व्हिच यू कैन सी. यस, एम आई करेक्ट देयर? आई थिंक
Yes, ma'am. Totally correct.
Yes, ma'am, you are correct.
right. Okay, so what we want to keep in mind is, जब भी आपके पास क्वेश्चन आएगा, काइट का क्वेश्चन आएगा, रोप का क्वेश्चन आएगा, जब भी इन चीजों को, थ्रेड काइंड ऑफ चीजों को बांधा जाता है, उनमें थोड़ी सी कर्व आती है. लेकिन आपके क्वेश्चन में ये स्पेसिफाई किया होगा कि आपने वो कर्व को इग्नोर करना है. आपकी जो रोप है या स्ट्रिंग है, वो इतनी टाइटली स्ट्रेच हो रही है दैट इट अपीयर्स टू बी अ लाइन सेगमेंट. तो यहाँ पे जो रोप टाई की गई है, रोप अपीयर्स टू बी अ लाइन सेगमेंट. This is the importance of mentioning this, that the rope is tightly stretched or the rope is taut. That was not discrimination. Actually, I actually have flown a kite, so I was just asking, maybe girls these days don't fly a kite. I was just trying to ensure. I don't know if girls these days go to the, terrace with their brothers and, ask them to let them fly the kite. Okay. So this is what we have. Now you have a right triangle in which you have the angle of elevation, you have the length of the hypotenuse. The angle of elevation is actually the acute angle for which we can write down the trigonometric ratios, and we want to find out the height of the pole. अब हमारा फोकस इस बात पे होगा कि हमें जो चीज फाइंड करनी है और जो चीज गिवन है, can we relate all of them with the help of a trigonometric ratio. So we have the hypotenuse of the triangle, and we need to find out the height of this particular
Perpendicular.
pole, yeah, which actually
हम
is the
sin 30 का
perpendicular
फॉर्मूला
of this
लगेगा.
triangle. How can you relate height and the hypotenuse here? अच्छा, एक बात का
Sin
ध्यान
30.
रखना, depending on your acute angle, yes, Anurai, that's correct. Depending on your acute angle, the perpendicular's position might change because आपका acute angle यहाँ पे बन रहा है. So this here is the base of your triangle, and the pole forms the perpendicular. तो आपको perpendicular find out करना है. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the perpendicular and I'm going to take the hypotenuse. I'm going to write down the ratio with respect to the acute angle given. And as Anirai said, this actually is sine of this acute angle here. So from the table of values, you can write down the value for sine 30 degrees, which is 1 by 2.
1 by 2.
Perpendicular over perpendicular हमें पता नहीं है, तो हम उसका नाम लिख देते हैं AB, and the hypotenuse is 20. Yes, AB upon AC, hypotenuse is AC and AC is 20. मैंने वो step skip कर दिया. AB upon AC will be this. So AB stays AB, AC is 20, and then from here I can find out the height of the pole. Let me know if this is clear. Anyone who wants to ask anything?
Maybe is equal to 10 meter.
That's correct, Anirai. Anyone with any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let's just try the answer. And this particular question बेटा आपको फिगर दी थी, लेकिन एग्जाम में आपने खुद ड्रॉ करना है. जब आप खुद ड्रॉ करोगे आपको डिस्क्राइब भी करना है कि आपने फिगर किस तरह से बनाई है. So AB here is representing the pole, and let AB equals to H if you want. You can just leave it as such. आप उसका नाम भी यूज कर सकते हो. It's not necessary. AC is the rope and it is given as 20 meters. So this is the most important thing, that ABC is a right triangle. And now we are going to apply the trigonometric ratios, which will use the height and this, the two values, which I need to find out. And once again, because this is the acute angle that I have, this is the base and this is the perpendicular. So I'm going to write down the ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse. This will be sine 30 degrees, and then I can just use the values given to me. Shall we discuss the next question? If you're writing down, kindly let me know. Question number 2 of this exercise here is, a tree breaks due to storm and the broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground. The angle at which the top of the tree touches the ground is 30 degrees. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meters. You have to find out the height of the tree. You have done similar question in 7th standard. So let us assume that we have a tree. Let's name the tree as AB. Tree will be assumed as perpendicular to the ground. आपने assume करके चलना है कि tree is actually perpendicular to the ground. So let us say that the tree breaks at a point C. So this is the broken part and it will fall to the ground. And it will be slanting or inclined, I would say, at some angle. So let's mark the position of A here. And this angle right here is the angle at which the broken part of the tree is inclined to the ground, and this is given as 30 degrees. Then they are saying the distance between the foot of the tree and the point where the tree top, this is the tree top which touches the ground. This distance is given to be 8 meters. You have to find out the height of the tree. आपको total height find करनी है. So first thing we need to do is we need to find out this part, which is actually still standing, part CB, and then we need to find out the length of the broken part. and then we can find out the total of the two, and that will tell you the height of the tree. Is the representation clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I've actually written everything in the figure itself. If you want, you can just describe it. And that's what we are going to do. We're going to describe everything. We're going to write down that we are assuming that AB is the tree, C is the point from which or from where the tree is broken, and the broken part CA falls to the ground, and the tree top touches the ground at point A dash. The angle CA dash B is 30 degrees. So let's just write that down, and then we can just proceed further. So I've actually drawn this already. So this is the second question. So we have the tree as AB, and this is the point from which the tree is broken. So let AB be the tree. Thank you, Saharsh. Now you need to find out X and Y one by one from this right triangle using trigonometric ratios. So which T ratio will relate X and 8? This is the base and this is the perpendicular. And this is the hypotenuse. So let's relate the perpendicular and the base.
मैम tan
Which
30
T
की
ratio?
वैल्यू लगाएंगे
Okay, so we have this equal to tan 30.
1 by under root
So
3.
perpendicular actually is BC. Okay, I know that actually. Use the values. BC I don't have, so I'm just writing X. Base is 8, so this will be 1 by root 3. From here you can find out X. This will be 8 by root 3. I
8
want you to
root 3 upon
rationalize
3.
this. This will be 8 root 3 by 3 meters. And similarly, we can relate the perpendicular with the hypotenuse with the base. Relate the base with the hypotenuse. Which T ratio is this?
cos 30.
And what's the value of cos 30?
Root 3 upon 2.
Under root 3 by 2.
So we'll cross multiply and find out y.
And 16 under root 3 upon 3.
And now you can find out the height of the tree. Anyone with any questions? If you're writing down, please let me know. Anyone who's writing down?
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute.
And beta, these questions are very important and these are going to get complicated. Thode, they will keep on adding things. So at any point, if you have any question, please ask. There are students who've already done, so ignore them completely. It's completely fine when they are sharing their answers, and you can ask without hesitation. You can just leave a message in the chat box if you have a question. And the students who have done this, please don't mind. I'm just telling this for the others. Like, it's at their good. कि अगर वो पूछ लेंगे तो better है, उनके doubts clear हो जाएंगे. Don't mind me saying that. Ignore the people who have already done.
मैम हमें पेपर दिखाएंगे?
What I think is the PDFs will be shared with you after correction. But when, I don't know that.
Okay. मैम सारी PDF same day?
I actually have no information about that as yet. How it is going to be, when it is going to be, whether or not all sheets will be sent together or shared together, or there will be some other procedure. We haven't gotten any update. अभी तक कुछ भी नहीं बताया हमें. Maybe it's possible because they are planning for the papers of other classes now, and their exams will be conducted on Google Classroom.
Yes, मैम हमें रितु कोहली मैम ने बताया.
Okay, I hope it's done. Let's take up the next question. Question number 3 is actually a very simple question. A contractor plans to build 2 slides for children to play in a park. Contractor ने slides बनानी है park में, और 2 slides बनेंगी depending on their age. The children who are below the age of 5 years, the contractor plans to have a slide whose top is at a height of 1.5 meters and it is inclined at an angle of 30 degrees to the ground. The angle of inclination बना है slide का. So this is the ground and there is the slide here, and the angle at which the slide is inclined to the ground, this is 30 degrees. And this is representing the height of the slide. You have been given that the height in this case is actually 1.5 meters. This is for the children below 5 years. And then there is another slide for elder children. उस केस में जो height है वो 3 meters है और angle of inclination 60 degrees है. So the height of the slide is 3 meters. Perpendicular to the ground, and then the slide is inclined at an angle of 60 degrees to the ground. So this is the slide. In both the cases, you have to find out the length of the slide.